Peoples! Y'all, this video been a long time coming. I apologize for the delay. I think I'm over like 60 videos on YouTube at this point. If you are a big time influencer following me, I know that's a very small number of videos. But to have over 60 videos that pertain to my testimony is a lot for me. So, you guys make sure you read the disclaimers that are popping up on the screen. I'm going to give you guys two videos that actually precede this video, which is why I said it's been a long time coming. The first video was No Desire to Fight. And that video basically describes a time in my life where I wanted to end my life because things had gotten really bad for me, and I saw no way out of it. The video that came after that was Dead at 40, and that was my journey through homelessness. And so this is the third video in that series, and I know it's delayed, but I feel like this is the right time to go ahead and drop this video, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. After speaking to so many people since I started doing this, after going through so much since I started doing this, it's time for this video to be released. And let's just dive into this, because I did have to die. I did. And what killed me was my past. And I don't think that I realized that my past is what was killing me until I asked that $1 million question that we don't ask ourselves. How did I get to this point? And I had to really, really think about how I had got to the point I was at where I knew I was going to have to die to myself. I talked about the fact that I heard people in church say you got to die to yourself, but I never understood what it meant. And here's the thing. There are certain things that have manifested within us that I'm gonna go hood, because I mean this when I say it. It got to be killed. That's it. That's all. And the things in me that I had to kill were things that were going from house to house with me, from relationship to relationship with me. The things that I had that needed to die, I needed to kill them. It was affecting. There were things that affected my motherhood. The blood of Jesus. Just like a woman can affect a man's fatherhood, a man can affect a woman's motherhood. My motherhood was being tested. My womanhood was being tested. Your manhood and your womanhood can be tested when somebody cheats on you. It's not just low self-esteem that comes with that. Ooh, baby, no. I was going through all kind of mental instabilities within myself when all of this was happening. It wasn't just that I was the whole cheating aspect of it. I kept thinking I'm not far enough in my life. Maybe that's what the problem is. Maybe I've allowed myself to fall off. Like, it's not just a self-esteem thing. You really begin to question where you are in life. You begin to question if you're enough. It ties back to self-esteem, but I think that this goes bigger than self-esteem. We can pretty ourselves up, but when you pretty yourself up and you realize that someone feels a certain way about somebody else, I think that you may just have some self-esteem about yourself and you feel as though you're pretty, but at the same time you start questioning your livelihood, what it is that you're accomplishing, and how it is that you're just not measuring up. I questioned my identity. I was looking for my identity in what I call false identifiers. You look to certain people in your family and you feel as though you have this urgency, this need to be like that person, when that's not who you are. And you run up behind false identifiers when you honestly don't know who you are. So now you portray yourself to be people that you really are not. And you realize that it's kind of hard to measure up. Because here's the thing, everybody has their own walk, everybody has their own testimony, and we don't know what that person went through to get to where they are. So you can't just jump out of what God created you to be and jump into somebody else's spirit. That's just not how that goes. You have to get familiar with you first. And sometimes when you're in and out of bad relationships, there's no room for you to get to know you when you all about somebody else. So I even had to come out of what became obvious daddy issues. My number one daddy issue was the fact that I was looking for a father figure, an authority figure in men. And once I got to understanding that, baby, I had to grow to know who I was as an authority figure. I had to understand who I was as a mother figure. Yes, I lacked that strong male affirmation, that those conversations, that male guidance. I lacked that, but at the same time, I had to grow to understand that there was something I was supposed to be giving my kids. I was blessed with 3 girls. I can't have them being who I've been all this time. That's not gonna work for me. I need them to understand they are never to get to this point. That's who I was growing to be. And in order for me to give them that, hear what I'm saying, y'all. In order for me to give them that, I had to come out of the stuff I allowed myself to go through in my past. It had to die. And everything that I sat there thinking about that came from my past, that led up to this very moment where I was realizing I got to die. All of that stuff that manifested, that came to the forefront. I mean, this came from the gut up. When you start identifying that, you feel it. And it's not one of those feelings where you sitting there with goosebumps and thinking, oh yeah, I can fix this. It's not butterflies and flowers and things like that. No, there was something that came from my gut that caused me to scream out. The reality of it was so harsh and hurting. I couldn't believe I was allowing myself to go through this stuff all those years. No, it got to die. And even now, up until this point, my past has been affecting everything that I worked on up until this point of my life. My past has had to touch some of the things that I'm dealing with currently. And I'm sitting here telling myself it got to die now. This got to die now. There is no way in hell I'm getting ready to continue taking all this mess with me. No. It cannot be that way. If you have anything that is causing you to keep from going forward, kill it. The blood of Jesus. Kill it. Like I told y'all, them daddy issues killed. That low self-esteem killed. Them blows I took to my womanhood killed. Them blows I took to my motherhood killed. The attempted suicide killed. God had a whole nother plan for me. And he said, even now, you still got to kill this because there's some changes you still haven't made. You are stronger and you are better. And because you know better, you're going to do better. It has to die now. All of it. Everything from your past that is affecting your now has to die. When I tell you all the reality of it, hit me like a ton of bricks. And I just gave this to somebody. I said, I don't understand how all this stuff that happened years ago is keeping me from moving forward. And she looked at me and she said, Key, how come you ain't fixed it? You know why I ain't fixed it? I was ignoring it. Here's the thing about a conflict. The more time you spend ignoring it, the harder it becomes to kill it. Some of these things have become so hard to kill at this point. And it's like if you'd addressed it when it kicked off, you'd be fine by now. Address the conflicts as they come up. That's the best I can get at to y'all. And I'm telling you all this because I'm going through it now. But I also understand all this finna cease. I'm killing everything from my past. It dies now. It dies today. We're not doing this no more. Your past has no room in your future. Your past does not dictate your future. There is no way you move forward looking behind you. What somebody once said, when you look in the rearview mirror as you move forward, the things get smaller. That is the way that life goes. There is no way something from your past is supposed to have relevancy in your future. I'm learning that. And all things from my past die now. I will see y'all next video. I love y'all. I will see y'all next video.